So I'm Dan Mounsey, Marketing Director from Hills Panel Products. So I guess how we first heard about Cornerstone is probably slightly different to the answer that most other people give to this question. So our relationship with Cornerstone goes back to about 2011, so when Cornerstone was only a few years old. I think one of David's first employees at that time is related to one of the owners of our business. So I think it was just a conversation really about obviously that Nicola had started the job here, and it's a marketing agency, and obviously knowing that we did marketing in our business, I think it was a conversation that just said, look, is there any mileage in having a chat? So I think the answer was yeah, we're always open to speaking to people and getting new ideas. So David came along to see us, and it's just evolved from there really. So yeah, our relationship with Cornerstone has evolved a lot since those early days. Back in 2011, I think initially we did some bits of print. Was the first things, to be honest, because we didn't have that capability in house at all. And then it evolved to PR from there, because it was something again that we recognised was important, but we didn't necessarily have the internal capability for. I was doing it, but it was a slow process. I didn't have the time. And then I guess just as both businesses have grown, it's just sort of evolved from there. So I think one of the good things that's worked really well for us over the years of working with Cornerstone is being able to dip in and out of the various different services as and when we've had the need to. I think over the years we've probably taken advantage of pretty much every service that Cornerstone has now. Right from the print to the PR to the SEO to pay per click to traditional marketing to graphic design, and now with the rebrand of the website as well. I think that really does cover every base to the point now where we have got to full service coverage really. We weren't necessarily looking for an agency at the time, it was just a conversation that was had. So we weren't necessarily comparing Cornerstone to another agency and that way, but I think it was, David came across as someone who was very enthusiastic and passionate about what he did. They were growing as a business, we were growing a business, and it just seemed like a perfect fit really, and it's just evolved over the years. So as and when we've been looking to add different sides to it, when we've been looking to add the PR or the web design, we've always been confident that Cornerstone would be able to deliver what we wanted really. And because we've had that relationship that's grown over a good few years, that means that Cornerstone have a good understanding of who we are as a business. So we're not having to go to a new agency every time and have that painful process of which maybe months of them getting to understand who we are. So when we have a project, something like that, we know that there's already a good understanding. The staff, the team are going to have a good understanding of what's needed. So we're not starting from a standing start. We're already sort of moving quite fast in it, which means that the turnaround time can be quicker, and what the results we're going to get are going to be much more on point, much quicker. Yeah, working with Cornerstone has definitely helped to scale our business. Again, we may be slightly different to some other Cornerstone clients in that we do have our own marketing department. There's a team of a few of us, but Cornerstone's enabled us to scale in the fact that we can dip in and dip out of the different skills over the years. So I think over the years, it's definitely helped us. As I say, we can add PR when we didn't have PR capabilities, is a good example of that. But I think more recently, as marketing's maybe got more nuanced with more specific roles, it's enabled us to sort of scale in those areas without having to take too many new staff. And if we were going to cover all the areas that we covered with Cornerstone, we'd probably need another 3-4 staff. Whereas we're able to work with the contract that we've got now. That means we can dip into the SEO speciality, the pay-per-click speciality, all that kind of stuff without necessarily having to have that capability on board and deal with all the challenges that employing people brings. Working with the team has been good. Obviously Cornerstone's got bigger over the years, so it's grown from what was 2-3 employees to however many employees. There's now a lot more. But I think that what's good about that is the team, the culture of the team has always remained the same. Obviously people have come and people have gone, as happens with this, but we've managed to maintain a good relationship, and that understanding of the business has managed to run through it. So it does mean, like I said, whenever we have an interaction with a new member of the team, they're generally up to speed with what's going on, which really helps, as I said before, turn around projects efficiently and quickly. I think what someone can expect from Cornerstone really is an honest, trustworthy, friendly, and proactive and creative relationship. I definitely would recommend Cornerstone to other people. In fact, I have done in the past, sort of thing, different friends. And again, because their offering is so wide, it does mean that quite a lot of different, the requests can be quite broad, but equally I think, well, actually Cornerstone could probably do that for you, even if it's not traditional marketing, like I say, if it's the print or the web or all the kind of stuff. So yeah, I absolutely would recommend Cornerstone.